Experts made the remarks during a dialogue on how to revive the mining sector in the country. Mining is one of the sectors with potential bring in huge chunks of revenue to the country, but there seems to be a missing link. In the 1960s and 70s, minerals contributed up to 30% of GDP of the country, and major transit points for minerals being DRC and South Sudan. Now, it only contributes 1.5%. Dr. Ngabirano, a lecturer at Makerere University, says the government of Uganda should expedite the enactment of the Mining and Minerals Bill of 2019 if the country is to benefit.
There's need, as a starting point, current legal reforms must acknowledge and recognize that sector, and then find out effective ways of generating revenue from that sector with participation of certainly people involved in that sector. That is one challenge. The other challenge, of course, is the old challenge of what we have seen as corruption. We have very many laws and policies on anti-corruption and very many institutions, but unfortunately we are not succeeding in ensuring that corruption is stamped out. And the extractive sector, the mining sector, has not been spared of this vice.
He adds that obtaining an adequate share of mineral revenue and utilizing it in an equitable manner is crucial.
The URA concentrates on taxes, the DGSM concentrates on non-tax revenues. The challenge we have seen is that there are many cases where it has become apparent, and this is from the Auditor General's reports, that the DGSM has not been as effective in collection of royalties. I think in 2015, the Auditor General found that up to 4.4 billion in terms of revenues, most of which is royalties, had been uncorrected. That's a missed opportunity. But also, lack of coordination between these two institutions is a key issue. You find that I think 2016, 2017, you find that the URA declared gold exports of about 5,000 kilograms. The DGSM, on the other hand, had only 93 point something kilograms. Now, that mismatch is a serious risk because it was established that most of the gold had actually been exported without obtaining export permits. It's the DGSM that gives export permits.
The program coordinator, trade policies and negotiations at SEATINI Uganda, Africa Kiiza, notes that illicit financial flows have really tampered with the growth of the sector.
The services sector, then was looking at minerals, most importantly, infrastructure, like roads and electricity and the railway. So for him, that, and also science, especially under ICT. So for him, that has been the way how we have seen industrialization narrative growing. And the major aspect for this is to also fit in the political rhetoric that we've been hearing about import substitution and export promotion. COVID-19 made us realize the reality that we are more dependent, not only as Uganda but also as Africa, when it comes to the West.
In 2009, African Union members came up with ideas on how to promote mineral resources-based sustainable development, and this was named the Africa Mining Vision. It rotates around Agenda 2063, which identifies minerals as one of the important sectors for development. Story compiled by Simon Semazi for the news in Kampala.